Hi, I'm Allison Pregler. We've recently had a string of very silly, chuckle-worthy episodes of Baywatch and Baywatch Nights, folks. And what isn't humorous about the Beach Boys, Mime Mitch, and various vaguely ocean-related deaths? I tell you what isn't funny though, and that's degenerative brain diseases. I'm here to talk to you about a very serious topic, Emmy Alzheimer's. This disease comes on suddenly, meaninglessly, and will soon be done away with because it isn't convenient to the plot anymore. If you or a loved one are suffering from Emmy Alzheimer's, please call this number. It's a very special Baywatch. Enjoy! Feel that Emmy fever. It was nice of them to let Johnny Danger out of jail so we can experiment with drinking and driving other vehicles. Stephanie and Cody are swimming like right next to them and do nothing, but they don't have time for that. There's an Olympics to train for.
I'm gonna be a gold medal! But wait, is that what I really want?
I know it's what my parents really wanted. And sometimes I'm not sure what I want.
Listen, I was never able to fulfill my Olympic dreams, and this is my chance to live vicariously through you, so don't screw this up, you wang!
Poor, stupid, moldable Cody, forever somebody else's puppet.
Deputy Cody to the rescue!
I grade this save an F-.
The girl might be safe now, but Cody bought a sheriff's badge at the dollar store, and he's got a mind to catch those drunken boaters.
It's not our job. We're lifeguards, not law enforcement.
That's what you think.
Stephanie's right though, it's not their job to take the law into their own hands, unless of course it involves undercover pirate stings or avenging your sister's future cheating fiance's attempted murder. Mitch brings his mom home and, I don't know guys, maybe he should have given Hobie some clothes other than his gigantic hand-me-downs for this special occasion.
Hobie, I didn't know you cooked.
Actually, I don't. Dad just taught me how to order takeout. Ice cream. Oh, thank God. Jalapeno flavor.
Bad continuity for getting Hobie's 15-minute dream of being a chef? Or perhaps foreshadowing. Well, at least someone is classing up this product placement. And lest you forget Baywatch Nights is going on, Baywatch is gonna slip in another subtle reminder.
One who's now holding down a nighttime as well as a daytime job. And it's a private eye as well.
Check out this look of contempt. You can feel the disdain oozing off of him. But I'm sure Mom Buchanan would rather focus on her son's shameful new career she's grateful her late husband wasn't around to see than some of her embarrassing recent faux pas. Among other things, it turns out she accidentally boarded the wrong plane. Not sure how that happened since, airplanes check the tickets and stuff, but whatever. Point is, lots of little things are adding up, and Mitch is concerned. Many questions are raised, but at least one mystery is solved, and that's the origin of Mitch's creepy laugh. Mitch isn't the only one playing detective. Cody is hot on the trail of what makes Coca-Cola so darn delicious.
Is it magic? Is it dreams? How do you bottle that?
But first, he's gonna help Caroline with her workout routine.
CJ decides to go gallivanting off in Paris with Matt, and I'm stuck without a workout partner.
Not anymore.
Let's get hot and sweaty, pal. Buddykins, friendaroony.
So either Cody is actually a mastermind, or the dumbest man who ever lived. It's hard to tell.
Believe me, I get called a dumbbell all the time, so I know what I'm talking about. Let's get rid of these little baby things, and you can get started on some 200-pounders.
Oi, I'm justifiably upset that Cody is grinding up on my girlfriend, even though I'm not really any better and we're equally unlikable.
Just let me send my bitch vibes their way.
Take back what you said about Bob the Builder or I'll kill you! This is completely reasonable no matter what the actual context is in the episode!
The spell is cast.
No one could possibly get jealous because of this! Oi, let's just essentially do the same scene over again.
The spell is cast. Logan is so evil, he doesn't pass along a phone message to Cody when he asks for updates on the drunken boaters. Diabolical. Dead parents? Nah. Being angry at Logan is the motivation Cody needed to get back into the Olympic spirit. And then his story comes full circle.
Good thing the Olympics doesn't score you on bad luck.
Oi, this never would have happened if I just passed along that phone message.
Cody took a big risk freediving to save one of the boaters, mainly a risk to Stephanie's ego.
You know, you could have blown out your ears and your lungs, which would have ruined your chances for the Olympics.
And then how would I have looked? Like a big boob. And I'm not talking about the good kind.
Neely, however, is more comforting.
Cody, you're gonna be just fine. Be fine.
Seriously, why is she like an evil ocean sorceress this episode? Not one to pass up an opportunity for mischief, Neely decides to use Logan's bad phone etiquette as blackmail for later. She sorta had that fashion scheme cheating thing as dirt on him already, but I guess you can never have too many blackmail schemes up your sleeve. So who are we supposed to be rooting for? Cody, who is either intentionally or unintentionally hitting on everyone's girlfriends, Caroline, who's got the hots for Cody, Logan, who's insanely jealous of everyone who cheats that isn't him, or Neely, who already made out with Cody, but I guess just likes to be a shit stirrer.
And then, that's when the fake Scottish lady was strangled to death by the painter, who was obsessed with my psychic friend Destiny. Just a fun story to tell the other kids. Later, scamps!
Well, after Mom Buchanan forgets where Hobie's school is, Mitch convinces her to have some testing done. You guessed it, it's Emmy Alzheimer's.
My one solace is that at least I'm losing a lifetime of memories to a good cause. Baywatch will finally receive the Emmy it deserves.
Yeah, Mom. It definitely will.
One of my very favorite films was Polly was always playing the glad. It was dumb, but then the whole village started playing. Always find something to be glad about.
Geez, I gotta get out of here. Hello, I'm Douglas Schwartz's wife and I wrote the episode. Can you help me with directions? Oh no, that's caused my Emmy Alzheimer's to flare up.
Left to hide from the moment of truth. The enemy's inside, and the battleground is here.
Yo, bro, did you catch that Alzheimer's montage on Baywatch last night?
You got that right, bro. Epic.
Ah, Emmy robbers! This is one bad day for Mom Buchanan.
Why does my son have to be so embarrassing? Why can't you be cooler like Buzz, the Beach Boys' best friend? You're no child of mine.
Mom Buchanan vows to not waste the time she has, to accept help, and to make the most out of life. Mitch has only got 2 parents, his prospector uncle already died, and his father's Emmy cancer was a flop, but maybe his mother's Emmy Alzheimer's will touch the cold, dark hearts of the Emmy committee. Spoiler alert, it didn't. Next time on Baywatch Nights, Mitch goes undercover as a gigolo. Gimme some sugar, mama.